What's up, and hi to all my fans.
It's no surprise these days. The media are a bunch of pathological liars, and everyone knows it thanks to Donald Trump. These days, almost everything we see in the mainstream media is left-wing radical propaganda. If you don't conform to what the radical left wants, they try and immediately target you or silence you. They are a bunch of phony hypocrites. Luka Magnotta has been harassed, lied about, slandered, and defamed for years by the fake news media. Almost everything they say about him is lies and sensationalism. It's truly sickening what the press does to people's lives. We need more of the truth and less of the lies. In 2007, a crazy forum operator on the internet named Jennifer Foster was operating a Watching Karla Homolka forum. She was obsessed with and stalked Homolka relentlessly. She and David D'Amato, in my opinion, made up stories that Magnotta and Homolka were dating. Luka's friend called into a radio station and explained how Luka's reputation was being damaged by these allegations. Then a crazed tabloid journalist named Joe Warmington picked up the story and pretended to help Luka. Magnotta wanted the story to stop all the lies and harassment. The story was published that the rumor was affecting Magnotta's career. Luka never started this rumor. That is fake news. Zero evidence exists. At his trial, his ridiculous lawyer suggested that he admit to the rumors and gain an insanity defense. Luka reluctantly went along with the legal ploy. For the record, Luka adamantly denies anything to do with Karla Homolka. Everything related to Karla Homolka was all started by David D'Amato and Jen Foster online. Furthermore, Manny Lopez sent the boxes full of body parts, not Magnotta, so people need to get things correct. Next, Luka never, and I repeat never, had any fake online internet accounts or aliases. That is more fake news. It's impossible to tell who is posting things, unless you are there to witness it with your own eyes. Even at trial, zero evidence existed linking Magnotta to any internet activity. His laptop was wiped practically clean. Even hypothetically, if an IP address was traced, it doesn't prove who was behind the computer at that certain time. It only proves it came from that residence. Zero IP addresses ever were linked back to Magnotta. In fact, a lot were linked back to Hamilton, Ontario, and also David D'Amato in New York City. So when the media falsely accused Luka of having hundreds of aliases and fake internet accounts, where was the proof? There was zero proof. It was just more baseless slander by the corrupt press. Also, the press looked ridiculous because all the same internet accounts linked to Magnotta were still posting long after Luka's arrest. Luka never self-promoted himself. He had modeling photos because it was for his job as a model and a male escort. Also, Luka was never an attention seeker, ever. In fact, he avoided the press at all costs. He auditioned for a few reality programs. It's the insistence of his manager. Big deal. Millions of other people did the same and more. The Kardashians must be really sick. Also, Luka's IQ is 140, so he wouldn't waste his time with the liars in the press. He doesn't need them, and he sees right through them. The liars, such as these stalkers posing as animal activists, perpetrated more of the fake news. Deanna Thompson, a morbidly obese stalker from Las Vegas, and John Green, an old man from Los Angeles, operated some irrelevant Facebook group. They falsely claimed Magnotta was using aliases and names to enter that group. That is a big lie, completely unprovable. Luka never entered their irrelevant Facebook group. Beverly Knight and all the other alias names were started by David D'Amato and John Green himself. These people are not animal activists. Magnotta has never been questioned about animal cruelty videos, charged or convicted. A decade later in 2020, these lonely fools are still drooling and obsessing over Magnotta. The truth is, they have secret crushes on him and will do anything to get his attention, which is evident. They concoct these scripts, then email the press these bogus press releases, and the idiots in the media gobble it all up. Luka doesn't even know who any of these losers are. He wouldn't recognize them if you showed him a picture. Fact, he doesn't even like obese people, I've learned, or disabled people. Deanna Thompson was also accusing multiple people of animal cruelty and making countless baseless accusations about innocent people. Because Deanna Thompson was harassing and accusing so many innocent people of animal cruelty, someone actually committed suicide, a boy in South Africa named Jamesy. Deanna falsely claimed Luka was Jamesy. Then she claimed Jamesy committed animal murder in the video, and she started harassing Jamesy until he killed himself. Deanna is an extremely lonely, troublemaking idiot who has criminally harassed a lot of people, including a boy named Timmy in Australia, whose mother had a heart attack because of obese Deanna's harassment. She goes by the online name Body Move-In and believes falsely she is able to bully people. But people will not be bullied by her. Somebody might start posting all of her family's information, and we will see how she likes it. She was never interested in animal activism. She had a big crush on Luka and was just obsessed with him. Same with John Green, an idiotic old man from Los Angeles. These two losers stalk and harass people because they are bored and lonely. The media does not check facts. The media, they went blindly along with these idiots and their hoax. It was all fake news. Zero evidence exists linking Magnotta to any animal murder videos. Deanna Thompson and John Green are completely irrelevant to Magnotta's life, or story, or his trial. They did not catch Magnotta, nor do they have any part in anything. They go and do interviews and collect large amounts of money. They are fame seekers. They are lonely and need attention. 10 years later, it's not about animal activism. It's about getting attention and money. They are obsessed with Magnotta, and he does not know them. It's a story, but it's a false story. So when Netflix was desperately trying to find people to speak about Magnotta, they couldn't, so they needed another angle. So they just accepted these lying animal activists and posers, taking the story as a fact, without doing any research or fact-checking. These idiotic animal activist imposters spin a wild story, and Felicity Morris and Mark Lewis gobbled it up fast. Felicity and Mark, the two Netflix producers, rushed this documentary. Don't fuck with cats. It was all lies and fake news. Zero evidence exists linking Magnotta to any cat videos. Magnotta was never using any alias names to enter Facebook groups. It's all impossible to prove who was behind fake accounts, and to this day, all these alias accounts continue to post, proving it was never Luka. So these imposter animal activists look like goofs. Plus, Netflix looks ridiculous for allowing these imposter animal activists to tell their biased spin stories full of lies. Felicity Morris and Mark Lewis, the two producers from Netflix, should be ashamed of themselves for defaming and slandering Magnotta. Everything in that documentary of lies was biased and unprovable. Magnotta's mother has zero contact with Luka, which was Luka's choice. Magnotta has no interactions whatsoever with any of these people. It's all wishful thinking. They use Magnotta to get attention and money, and it's pathetic. Shame on Netflix. Also, these imposter animal activists, they are now trying to do tours and hold seminar conferences to gain even more money. Everyone with a brain sees Magnotta was framed, and the media is just using a weaponized against him. Irrelevant people with no connection to him, his case or the story, continue to try and insert themselves into his life. None of Magnotta's friends speak with the press. Luka never dated or associated with these idiotic, attention-seeking transsexuals. They are liars and who are for sale. People need to stop believing what they are force-fed by the fake news press. Get your own brains and actually do research. Animal activists had zero role in Magnotta's arrest. The police rightfully ignored them for years since zero evidence existed. No actions online have ever been linked to Luka. It's all fake news by desperate sad people. I challenge anyone to prove that Luka was behind the aliases on the internet accounts. I guarantee it's impossible. It's all irresponsible speculation. Luka's face was in none of the videos. The media was saying they 99% believed Magnotta was behind certain Facebook accounts. But then after his arrest, they looked so stupid because the accounts continued to post. Nobody has been lied about more than Luka in the Canadian press. Luka hates the media, and he refuses all interview. More and more people are waking up and seeing the mainstream media for what they are. Hypocritical, lying, con artists who exploit people and sensationalize people for financial gain. That's it for now. Like, share, and comment if you enjoyed the podcast. More to come, everyone.